This is Mark Bell from SuperTraining.tv, Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West. We have some squats and some deadlifts going on here for you today, a max effort style workout. This is Mr. Robot Pants hitting up some cambered bar squats. The cambered bar helps to alleviate pressure and pain throughout the shoulders. For those of you that have limited range of motion or have had surgeries. Here's my chubby little self doing some block pulls for speed. These were all done raw for the day. Did a lot of sets without a belt, and then as the weight got a little heavier, chucked the belt on. Worked with around 500 pounds-ish or so. Again, just trying to be fast and trying to work on some different techniques to see what is optimal. So I did some of these a little bit more rounded over even than normal, and I try to do some a little bit more straightened out than normal. Something I'm realizing is that I can use my lower back to a certain extent and be very fast with the lighter weights, but it just doesn't transfer over great to the bigger weights because it makes it that much more difficult to finish out the lift. There's Silent Mike hitting up some cambered bar squats as well. Cambered bar also gives you a different center of gravity. You can see that bar kind of shifting forward as he's coming down towards the bottom of the lift. These specialty bars are great to utilize, especially in training, but also make sure that you don't use them so often that you become unfamiliar with the straight bar. I've seen too many lifters do that over the years. This is one of the new chicks we have in the gym. You can see she's getting overextended quite a bit. I know you guys are pretty much just looking at her ass, but if you look at her back, it gets into quite a bit of a C-type shape there because she's curving over so much. And you want to try to limit that. You shut that off, and the way that you limit that is to flex your lower abdominals and flex your butt. Here's Ryan Cove, our token Jew lifter, Jewish lifter. Even though he's not Jewish, he just, for some reason, looks Jewish. We're not really sure what's going on there. So see, I'm playing with some different head positions, trying to be explosive. I got to also work more off the floor and more off a deficit. Here's Kara Weston, who actually just did the women's pro-am, and she just did absolutely fantastic. She did a 420-pound squat, or actually I could be wrong, 440-pound squat, a 310-pound bench press, and a 370 deadlift. Ended up with a nice PR total, a PR squat, and a PR bench. It may have even been a PR in a deadlift for that weight class. For more recent lifting, I believe she's deadlifted over 400 pounds twice in her career, but one of the times was like 47 years ago. And so here I'm back trying to work on some different stances as well. I'm noticing that I just do not do well when I'm really wide, especially when I'm raw. I have a more kind of moderate stance. You can see kind of the rounding of the upper back, and that's something I'm going to work on. I need to kind of at least start with it a little bit straighter. That's for me. I mean, some guys can lift with it not so straight, but for myself, I'm going to have to kind of straighten that out, wait till my arms kind of lengthen, and pull my chest through more. Ryan Cove always gets in good position. He's able to force his knees out really well, but he actually, in that one, looked like he was just a little bit off balance. I'm not sure what he's doing with his tongue. Perhaps he's just trying to show off to some of the ladies out there. There's Mr. Robot Pants showing off for absolutely no reason. Not really sure why he did that. He's just being a jerk. And see, I like to, for some reason, I like to be over the bar. And that's something else I'll have to change. I need to get more of my big fat body weight back behind the barbell. A pretty good strong pull there by Cove. That was a pretty good form there. You can see how he starts with his chin tucked, but then he like throws his chin way up. And I think you're better off continuing to try to throw your head back more rather than up. Here's Kara with another squat. I'm not sure what kind of weights these are. I want to say they're starting to be in the 400-pound range as she was preparing for that women's pro-am that she just did. Silent Mike trying to do a double overhand 500-pound deadlift. And he actually damn near pulled it off. Not too bad. But see, what you want to do is you want to try to throw your head back behind the barbell, and he's doing a pretty good job of that. Pull your chest up. He's a great job of that. But then he also pulls his chest up, sometimes so high, and squats down so low that he ends up kicking the bar forward. So basically what I'm trying to say is if you're somewhere between the way that Cove's pulling and the way that I'm pulling, it would look more like a more optimal deadlift. Here's Thurman Merman going with squat. He's starting to learn his gear a little bit and looking pretty strong. I'm kind of moving my head as I'm going, and my head and my chest should definitely be up a little bit more from the start. But that's what these training days are for. It was a speed day for me, so I'm playing around with different technique. Here's Thurman Merman going again with a little bit of a dip in there. He looks prepared to hit a pretty big squat, pretty big bench, and also a PR deadlift in the next contest. And that is it from supertraining.tv.